Until somebody satisfactorily explains to me why it fucking matters, I am no longer going to entertain the question, was Joe Biden cognitively declining during his presidency? First of all, if you believe that Joe Biden was, but Donald Trump isn't, that means that you believe all this stuff with Donald Trump is happening with him at his prime. In which case, I don't believe you deserve the right to vote. Which leads me to my second point. The fact that we got anybody to be president when they were mentally unfit to be president, including Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or anybody else, has way more to do with the electorate than it does to do with the people on the ballot. We have to own up to the fact that we do not value people who know things in this country anymore. It is now way more important to be somebody who is emotional and can speak inspirationally and who has no idea what the fuck is going on. In this country now, we despise people who are experts. We despise people who do research. We despise people who got an A in science class or history or chemistry or whatever. We don't like those people anymore because they don't have a way of talking that makes it sound like we're listening to a Lee Greenwood song. I believe if you want to be able to vote, you should have at least as much rigor put on that qualification process as you do with somebody who wants to drive a Ford Fiesta. Some things in this country are universal. And one of them is you will always think that your school system sucks for your kids. It doesn't matter if your kids are going to school in the richest county in California or the poorest county in Oklahoma. It doesn't matter if your kids are getting A's or F's or non-compliance or whatever the fuck they call it. It does not matter. You will always think your education system sucks. However, if you want your education system to improve, you know that you need the politicians to care about it. And if you want the politicians to care about it, make their election contingent on whether or not your kids understand civics. Because if they can't pass the test to vote and they can't vote, they're not going to elect them. If you want the politicians to care whether or not your kids are educated, make their election contingent on whether or not your kids are educated.